Parliament is the place for having a fair discussion. Dissent is a part of an essence of Parliament, I think, which is not in the ethos of the present government. They do not want to hear any criticism. We had a larger goal to fight the BJP and to defeat the BJP. When I see for the city of Allahabad, for the city in the surrounding areas in my villages and all, I feel let down what the BJP had done. BJP doesn't think on those lines. They think everybody as a vote bank. They don't feel the affinity which was during the time of Congress party, because they used to feel that it is their city. They belong to that city. Ganga is dying day by day. If you see the apathy, and the root cause of that apathy is that if you go on building dams and dams and dams in the Uttarakhand, where would be the flow of water downstream? There is no flow of water downstream. Even the Prime Minister takes a lot of time the name of that Ma Ganga ne bulaya hai. But just see how the river is year by year, the level of pollution is rising. Just see, 20,000 crore has been spent on Namami Gange, and till date, the river is not clean. It is my river. It is our river. It is, apart from the river, the lifeline. So we should save the lifeline. Let the river live. Don't let the river die. Allahabad is getting stepmotherly treatment, I would say. And I think my winning the election is a response to that. If you are an opposition, without the government looking and giving you the support, without the government acceding to the request which I make, I think it's not possible to do something. Narendra Modi ji fighting from Varanasi, that would be again an inside and an outside attack. And I think the people in Raebareli and Amethi, wherever they go in the country, they are really proud that Rahul Gandhi is my MP, Priyanka Gandhi is my leader. So that Sonia Gandhi ji has been my MP for so long.
Hello and welcome to HT's weekly talk show, The Interview, and our special segment, Coffee on Sunday. Ujwal Raman, rather Kunwar Ujwal Raman. His win broke the jinx. Allahabad was restored to the Congress after 40 years. It was in 1986 that Allahabad voted in film star Amitabh Bachchan, then a Congress member. But there is more to this first-timer, someone who I would call a dual legacy politician. His father, Rayoti Raman Singh, is a name to reckon with in the state. Add to that the Congress regaining lost ground, and it was a win-win situation for Ujwal Raman. He has considerable assets but does not own a car. We have him here with us as our guest in this edition of Coffee on Sunday. Welcome to the show, Mr. Ujwal Raman Singh, and thank you for being here with us.
Thank you.
Let me begin with your first day in Parliament and the first thing that struck you when you set foot there.
It was an exciting day, I would say, and it was a big day and big occasion for me to be in the Parliament, because it was a lot of hard work and full of aspiration for the people who have voted me. When I entered the new Parliament, the significance of the new building, which the government used to say that we had built with a lot of hope, I was taken aback.
Why? Were you disappointed?
Yes, I was disappointed. Maybe because the kind of the structure that I was looking, okay, that it would turn out to be like that. Matlab, for me, it was a disappointment. And
Explain this to me.
I would like to, if you see the architectural beauty of the old parliament, the natural light and air which was there in that parliament is still missing in this parliament. It is all closed. They are, in terms of the facilities also, it is lacking. We had such a beautiful central hall out there. Still, I go to the old parliament building and sit in the central hall. So that is all missing. The government always behaved in such a manner and the fashion in the last 10 years that what they claim and what they preach and what it turns out to be, it's very different, you know. Parliament is the place for having a fair discussion. Dissent is a part of an essence of parliament, I think, which is not in the ethos of the present government. They do not want to hear any criticism of their actions.
You're not speaking like a first termer. You come across as a seasoned parliamentarian.
Because I've been to the legislatures and I've worked with Mulayam Singh Yadavji's government as a cabinet minister. So I would say कि we expect more from the government of the day. The opposition didn't hand the mandate last time, but this time we have got the numbers. Why we are in the parliament? The reason being that we have to raise the issues which is troubling the people of the country.
Raise the issues or create a ruckus?
No, raise the issue.
Officially, you are a member of parliament from Allahabad, but you continue to refer yourself as Prayagraj ka Vasi. So just clear the confusion for me. Do you belong to Allahabad? Do you belong to Prayagraj? Or do you belong to Allahabad, to which your father belonged?
Officially, the state government had made the name change notification, and officially district name is Prayagraj. But the government of India has not changed the name of the constituency. It is the Allahabad Parliamentary Constituency, is the Allahabad High Court, and is the Allahabad University. So, as long as Allahabad Parliamentary Constituency is there, I would be representing people of Allahabad.
But you keep saying, wherever I've heard you, is that मैं प्रयागराज का रहने वाला हूँ.
Technically, it is now a district Prayagraj. So, in our local parlance, we say Prayagraj, but for the official namesake, it is Allahabad.
So, you are a MP from Allahabad
Yes.
who belongs to Prayagraj.
It is, any way you can say it. It is one and the same thing. Yeah. It is Allahabad and Prayagraj are one and the same thing. It is upon the convenience of the people who look at it.
While on your father, you shifted from his party Samajwadi to the Congress. Why? You quit, as your critics say, the cycle for the hand symbol, so to speak.
We had a larger goal to fight the BJP and to defeat the BJP. So I think it was a decision taken by the leaders of both the parties. Allahabad has always been the place of stalwarts, political stalwarts.
I was coming to that.
Okay.
But before that, let me ask you that isn't that political juggling? Basically, the seat was in the quota of the Congress, but लड़े उनसे समाजवादी पार्टी के.
देखिए, it is an ideological battle. Samajwadi and Congress party stand for the same thing. It is not the question of shifting from a place where and to going to another ideological party where I had got no connection whatsoever. Ideologically, I don't see any difference. Both the leaders of their respective parties had taken the decision that Ujwal Raman Singh would be the candidate.
So it was kind of a package deal. Take the seat,
And
but take the candidate also.
I don't.
And many would say it is political opportunism.
I don't subscribe to the words package deal and political opportunism, because what we are looking for was a bigger thing, that we wanted to defeat the BJP. We thought that the program and the policies which was pursued in the last 10 years by the BJP was detrimental to the people of the country. When I see for the city of Allahabad, for the city in the surrounding areas, in my villages and all, I feel let down. What the BJP had done.
The Congress winning this seat after 40 years. How did you break the jinx?
It is very important that after 40 years we could break the jinx. It is the people's verdict and the people's mandate. They wanted the change. They felt let down by the 10-year government of the BJP because nothing happened in Allahabad. If you see, if you have been to Allahabad, you see the Naini industrial area that was all created by the Congress party. It was all. But now, what is the scenario? All the industries have gone sick, they have closed down, and in the last 10 years, there has been no effort, I would say, to revive those industries. Allahabad was considered to be the second capital after Lucknow. So the importance of Allahabad slowly and slowly has been diluted by the government of BJP.
You know, why would they do that? And I want to understand this charge which you've been making, and I've been hearing you make it. Why would they do that? Considering the MP, your predecessor, was from the BJP, considering the state government is the BJP's. So why would Allahabad get step motherly treatment, like you say? Because it doesn't make political sense.
I think they have got a little respect for the city of Allahabad.
What was the angst?
BJP doesn't think on those lines. They think everybody as a vote bank. They think everybody as a political opportunity of going to the next level. The politics is not all about this. They don't feel the affinity which was during the time of Congress party, because they used to feel that it is their city. They belong to that city. Jo hai. Right from the days of Motilal Nehru, Jawaharlal ji, subsequently to till date, I would say. The socialists also feel that it is their city. The Congress feels it is their city. But the BJP people don't give that sense of understanding to me. I don't know, except ki during the Mahakumbh and the Kumbh, they would come, and as a religious city, they would like to sell the idea that we are doing this and that. Apart from that, I don't think so they have done much. Another issue which I wanted to raise about the river Ganga, because river Ganga is dying day by day. If you see the apathy, and the root cause of that apathy is that you go on building dams and dams and dams in the Uttarakhand. Where would be the flow of water downstream? There is no flow of water downstream. Even the Prime Minister takes a lot of time. The name of that Ma Ganga ne bulaya hai. Theek hai, agreed. I don't dispute that, but just see how the river is year by year. I'm seeing and experiencing the level of pollution is rising. Just see, 20,000 crore have been spent on Namami Gange, and till date, the river is not clean. The flow, the continuous flow of water is decreasing year by year.
But you know, the Clean Ganga project, actually, if I remember right, was launched with great fanfare when Rajiv Gandhi was the Prime Minister. So, tab se, so blaming it on the BJP now is similar to the BJP blaming everything on Jawaharlal Nehru.
I'm not here to blame anyone. I'm telling you the fact. I'm just trying to highlight the seriousness of the situation which is there, which is prevalent. It is a serious issue, and we should debate, and we should try to do something. I'm not saying ki it is A government, B government, C government. It is my river. It is our river. It is, apart from the river, the lifeline. So we should save the lifeline. Let the river live. Don't let the river die. This is a very important and sensitive issue, and I do not want to politicize it at all. But my request to the government of the day, to the Prime Minister, and subsequently to everyone who is involved in this battle, that come forward, try to save this lifeline. Because without Ganga, we can't imagine my city of Allahabad. I can't imagine my life.
You said, let the Ganga live. As against this, the government, according to you, is letting Allahabad die. Do you think that is something to do with the fact, and as I understand from what you're saying, that because Allahabad is associated with the Nehrus, the government is giving it stepmotherly treatment? Would you say that?
I would not like to say that. I think maybe the idea of the city and their attachment of the city and their love for the city is not to the level, to that level you have which other the political party, which the Congress party and the Samajwadi party has got. Maybe the level of attachment is not there, but I would not say ki deliberately they are doing it. Maybe they have got some other cities in their mind. They have got some other ideas in their mind.
So not deliberate, but by default.
By default, it is happening. Allahabad is getting stepmotherly treatment, I would say. And I think my winning the election is a response to that.
How would you as an MP strive to correct this?
I would try to...
Because you are an opposition MP.
The mandate which I got is to raise the people's voice. I would try to raise the voices of and the concerns of the people of Allahabad in the parliament. I would try to meet the concerned ministers. I would try to meet the Prime Minister on the Ganga issue, and I would try to address all those issues which I have raised during my election, which I felt it is necessary for the revival of the city and to bring it to the glory which Allahabad used to be recognized with. Allahabad used to be a city of a glorious past. Allahabad University has been recognized as the Oxford of the East. But where it is, after it has become Central University, the level of the education is not to the desired level which used to be.
By the time I interview you next, which may be after a year, while you will raise issues, like every MP says, hum awaz uthayenge, but awaz uthana is not enough. What is the kind of result fact sheet that you will bring and say, these are the boxes I have ticked?
I would try to convince the people who are in the government of the day to do something. I am hopeful that they will listen to the senior voices and to save the city and to bring the city to the next level maybe. There is something wrong somewhere in our planning. We are having smart cities.
So do I describe you or see you as आवाज उठाने वाला MP or result oriented काम करवाने वाला
I've been
MP?
always a doer जो है that way. Whenever I got the opportunity in Samajwadi Party's government, I got something for the Allahabad. In my first tenure when I had become the minister in
But then the government was yours. Now the government is not yours.
When
You're opposition
Yadav
MP.
ji was the chief minister, 3 power plants, thermal power plant was given to the city of Allahabad. Subsequently, when Akhilesh Yadav ji was the chief minister, 1 state university was given at our insistence. And secondly, a new Saraswati high-tech city is already there. So whenever I get the opportunity, whether it is in power or out of power, I would try to do something for the betterment of the people of Allahabad, and I would try to engage with the government. And I'm hopeful that everybody would cooperate and would try to do something, their bit, which is expected of them for the betterment of the city of Allahabad.
You know, you're a first termer, but you have big shoes to fill. Your father represented this constituency twice, and in the past, stalwarts like Lal Bahadur Shastri, Hemwati Nandan Bahuguna represented this constituency. So how big is the challenge?
No doubt it's a big challenge and a big task, I would say. But it is a political city, and my idea, my thoughts, my understanding is all political. So I understand. And I have traveled length and breadth of the constituency. Allahabad has always been the city which has produced leaders who have been gone to the level at the highest level. Apart from that, they have always brought change. Lal Bahadur Shastri ji was known for something which I think no other political prime minister has till date. He was as one of the finest railway ministers. He was known. Hemwati Nandan Bahuguna ji was known for the Naini industrial area. For whatever the factories that had come up during that period of time was all because of the Congress government and Hemwati Nandan Bahuguna ji's effort of there. Then Vishwanath Pratap Singh ji was there. He was the one person who had changed the dynamics of politics in the country.
Mr. Amitabh Bachchan?
Amitabh Bachchan has always been the pride of Allahabad, I would say.
So, what is a mark you will leave?
The history would tell maybe in times to come whatever mark that I have made, but I would strive my best.
Every MP says what you are saying, and I'm not disputing that. But at the end of it, what kind of action plan or mechanism do you have to ensure that at least 50% of whatever the people want is achieved?
It depends on the cooperation of the government to some extent, I would say. With the cooperation of the government of the day, I would try to fulfill the promises which are made to the people of Allahabad. And definitely, raising their voices is a very important part, I would say. Without raising your voice in the parliament, there are so many issues. The drinking water problem is another problem which is plaguing the rural area of Allahabad, which is very important for me. The irrigation facilities is not being upgraded, is not being created. So these are the very important issues.
One challenge is to match up to the stalwarts. The other to replicate Amitabh Bachchan's history, in a sense, electoral history. But you would also agree that he was, like you said, pride of Allahabad, who really did very little for the constituency.
Maybe he didn't get the time. I think 84 he had won, and by 86, 87 he had resigned, and subsequently there was a by-election and BP Singh ji had contested that. So he didn't get the full term as an MP. Maybe his intention was pious. His vision was there to develop Allahabad. Maybe he had the time was not on his side. Apart from that, every other political leader who have won from Allahabad, they have done something or the other. If you are an opposition, without the government looking and giving you the support, without the government acceding to the request which I made, I think it's not possible to do something.
Your win is attributed to a dual legacy factor, if I may use the term. Your father's voters who voted for you and the Congress voters. So what then is your contribution?
Definitely my father's contribution in the last 50 years has played a role. The Congress cadre is there. Samajwadi Party cadre is there. Apart from that, in the alliance, other partners were also there, other political parties. They had also Aam Aadmi Party and other parties. They had also supported. So I would had always said this after my victory, that it is the people's victory. It is the people who have made this happen. It is not important that Ujwal Raman Singh has won. It is the people who have won. People of Allahabad realize that in the last 10 years, which the BJP was in power, the MPs had not done enough for the city, for the other areas which are there. Maybe they felt let down. And that is a reaction of that what they felt. And the culmination of that is my victory from Allahabad. It is not legacy. It is an ideological battle which we are fighting. Because the program and policies which were there in the last 10 years was anti-people.
You know, you contested the election on the plank of being an insider. Do you think that worked for you?
Yes. Because I am dedicated to the people of Allahabad and they know it very well that I am there as a full-time politician, as a full-time person who is dedicated to serve them.
So you think that worked for you?
It's worked.
But you know, by that measure, Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi are outsiders in the constituencies they represent. So this logic somehow doesn't fit in for them.
They are tall leaders. They are the leaders of the country. Like if you take that example into account, I would say that Narendra Modi ji fighting from Varanasi, that would be again an inside and an outside attack, because the Gandhis in the last 40 years that I have seen, They have catered to the people of Raebareli and Amethi. And they feel associated. If you go to Raebareli and Amethi, they feel associated. They feel a sense of pride.
2019 में तो ये नहीं हुआ था.
These things happen in politics, that whenever you are fighting an election, you are bound to win or lose someone. Their association, their attachment with the family has been always there, even they had lost that election. That attachment have not diluted because of losing one election. I think the people in Raebareli and Amethi, wherever they go in the country, they are really proud that Rahul Gandhi is my MP. Priyanka Gandhi is my leader. So that Sonia Gandhi ji has been my MP for so long.
Talking personally, I was going through your election affidavit, actually to look if there are any criminal cases pending against you, which there weren't. You have assets worth 23 crores and they significantly multiplied, but you don't own a car.
It is there in the family, so why to own so many cars?
You use the title Kunwar before your name. And doesn't that make you somewhere a first among equals? And isn't in a democracy, such titles need to be shunned?
Personally, I don't use that. Maybe somebody writes that, but I use only my name Ujwal Raman Singh.
Much is known about Ujwal Raman, the politician, former state minister, legislator, but little is known about Ujwal Raman, the person. Which is that Ujwal Raman, which people do not know, and the man behind the politician?
I studied my law from years. I love everything which a normal person loves to eat, loves to go out, like to read as much as I can. And not by these tablets or on the phone. I like to read the books. I love the paper.
How much has politics taken away all of that? And what has it given you?
It has taken away my time.
Learnings from your father. And how is your politics different from his?
You can't replicate a person. I'm very different from my father. In some respect, he is better than me. In some respects, maybe the younger generation would say I am better.
Tell me the last.
Yeah. In the ideas how to do the things, in ideas to go ahead, in ideas for the constituency. Maybe his idea of that point of time used to be to increase the irrigation facility for the betterment of the cultivated area in the constituencies. My idea is to go to the next level to do something different. Maybe having IT park. That way we are different.
On that note, Mr. Ujwal Raman Singh, thank you very much. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
And thank you for taking most of the questions, though some very reluctantly.
Thank you. Thank you so much.